Me bana linga jen a full report. Mi banywa ka yekel dor Nuer dial bana liang ka jen report me. Bi me kebe bi kep bi mi pali bi pal. Doran jen chejek. Doran kone de kone shwal ken ware. Mishi kone wich kone. To kon dak lani like chikon tika position in kelamo. Manyam mendiati ka kon angum shush kon keja. Angum nong Nuer obi ke chuch. Nueri chicken chuch kanete kon la jirar de ko la shit ke durin kokien dong mi chilo wida dien bai lo chang jek ke dong chang ji jek a dor do dien no enne me banalinga kwar Nueri rei sa Sudan rei rol Ethiopia shushke shui natet kedien men shushke ke menyam kene kon la kwar lokano ba widien ba jatap shol kene no tap kene widien me jo kene liu natet kedun shui natet kedun cheng de jeg dial to ka tenu kuni ne kola Nueri kani shush kan katish kadto re rule South Sudan ki Ethiopia kan Nueri dialati shushka teni neni kola kwarken report me balat katoka kawai kabalat katoknat ramling a bewling ramlook a belok manyam. The only question that we always ask, why do Nuer people continue to suffer? Not only from outside, but also under the hand of their own leader, both in Ethiopia and South Sudan. For decades, the Nuer community has faced war, displacement, anger, and betrayal. But behind all this pain lies another truth. Sometimes the greatest suffering comes from within, from those who were supposed to protect and lead with honesty. So today, I will talk about the root cause of this suffering. I will talk about politics and the painful division that weaken our people. Let's look back to our history. Long before the modern government of Ethiopia and South Sudan, the Nuer people have lived by strong community values. They believe in unity. They believe in standing together and in protecting one another. In the past, the Nuer had no president, no ministers, and no political parties. Leadership came from wisdom, not wealth. Decisions were made in the spirit of fairness and equality. But as the modern political system arrived, things began to change. Leaders start to rise, not from community respect, but from government, appointment, and political allies. And with that came division. Those who once fought side by side began to see each other as enemies. Politics entered the heart of the community and slowly destroyed the unity that kept the Nuer strong. When the first Nuer leader entered government position, both in Ethiopia, Gambella region, and in South Sudan, people celebrated. They say now our suffering will end. Our sons are in power, our people will be respected. But what happened next broke the hope of many people within our community. Instead of lifting their people up, many of these leaders use their power for personal benefit. They build friendship with the outsider and turn their back on their own communities. Some use their office to silence those who spoke truth. And some ignored the need of displaced families, widow, and youth. And so the Nuer began to suffer, not because there was no leader, but because those leaders forgot where they come from. In both Gambella and South Sudan, power became a weapon. Those who spoke about justice were labeled as troublemakers. Those who asked for accountability were accused of disloyalty. The same men that were supposed to protect the people began to oppress them. A leader turned their back on their people. To understand this, you must know that no leader have different directions that they have chosen. And these leaders, they do not want to help the community. Let's be honest. Betrayal is more painful when it comes from your own blood. When a stranger hurts you, you can recover. But when your brother, your uncle, or your own tribe leaders turn against you, the wound goes deeper. Many Nuer communities across Ethiopia and South Sudan know this pain well. A young Nuer youth in Gambella today cannot find work, not because he lacks education, but because he doesn't belong to the right side of politics. A Nuer soldier in South Sudan may be sent to fight his own brothers because of order from a Nuer commander. A Nuer civilian may be arrested or silent because he spoke the truth about corrupt Nuer official. That is the tragedy of our time. Position and the title have replaced brotherhood. Money has replaced morality, and fear has replaced unity. Our leaders were supposed to defend the weak. Instead, some defend their pocket and pride. They forget that the widow who cried in camp. They forget the youth who risked their life for peace. They forget that power without people is nothing. You know, when you look at all this thing, all the suffering of Nuer community, it came from their own leader. Leader who turned their back. Leader who don't care about others. They care about themselves. You know. Walk through the camp in Gambella or displaced areas of Apanal and Bentiu, and you will see the same story. Where people live in many refugee camps, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda. Mothers struggle to feed their children. Young men wander with no job and no hope. That is why many of our young youth today choose to drink, to smoke, and thievery. They become stealing things because they do not have any job. And most of them, they are students. Students drop out because no one supports their education. Meanwhile, their own leader live comfortably in town, attending meetings, and take picture with their people suffer in silence. When you look at it, leaders choose not to talk about the suffering of Nuer people. They are enjoying while the people suffer. When you look at it, it is very disheartening, when you look at it. How can leaders do such things to their very own people? Many Nuer families still live without clean water, without a school, without elder care, yet billions are spent in the name of development and leadership. Where does that money go? Who is truly benefiting from it? These are the questions the Nuer youth must keep asking, peacefully but boldly, because silence is what keeps the suffering alive. Let's look at the situation in Ethiopia, those Nuer people who live in Ethiopia. And to be specific, let's talk about Gambella. Okay, because a lot of things are happening. In Gambella, politics has turned brothers into enemies. The region was supposed to be a safe home for the Nuer people in Ethiopia, but today, many feel unsafe in their own land. Leaders play ethnic politics, dividing the Nuer among themselves. Appointments are given not to the most capable, but to those who are loyal to the leader in power. Those who speak the truth are punished or excluded. Many Nuer leaders in Ethiopia have forgotten the meaning of service. They have become tools for outsiders who use them to silence their own people. And that's why the Nuer community in Gambella continue to live with fear, anger, and mistrust for many decades. People died every day. Anyuak always attacked Nuer in town. They killed them. They ambushed them on the road. But when you try to speak up, trying to tell those leaders in Gambella, they can tell you that you are a threat to their position, to their power. And instead of doing something about that, uniting people, awareing people about what unity can bring, they just want to keep Nuer people divided. Nobody can talk about them, because the moment you try to say something against them, they come after you. The situation in South Sudan, let's look about this. Nuer who are living in South Sudan. Across the border in South Sudan, the story is not much different. When the Nuer joined the liberation struggle, they believed they were fighting for freedom and equality. But after independence, many Nuer leaders turned that dream into a personal competition for power. Today, Nuer politicians fight over government positions, while the people died in poverty. Instead of working together, they divide their forces, weaken their own communities, and blame each other. The Nuer Army, which once rose to protect innocent life, has been misunderstood and demonized, while the true cause of suffering, corruption, and division remain unaddressed. How can the Nuer community ever rise if its own leader pull it apart from inside? So listen carefully, my brothers and my sisters. The time has come to speak truth with respect and love. We cannot continue blaming others while our own leader abuse power. We cannot continue calling for peace while they destroyed unity with our own. end. They are destroying our community. Can we allow that? Can we allow Nuer leader to do that? To destroy the very unity that keep us together? Can we do that? Can we allow them? Let me tell you one thing. True leadership is not about position. It is about service. The service that you are delivering to the community. A true leader feels the pain of his people. He does not steal from them, lie to them, or divide them. So I can assure you that it is time for the Nuer youth, the new generation, to rise with wisdom, not anger. Although we have many youth that are taking this leader weight, they are really taking a wrong direction, following the leader that do not want Nuer to have one unity. Let me tell you, let us build unity across Gambella, Nasser, Akobo, Maiwut, and Bentio, or everywhere. Let us support leaders who care for the people, not those who care only for themselves. To every Nuer leader watching this, remember, your power is temporary. Your position is not your kingdom. One day, you will be judged by the life you helped or destroyed. And to the Nuer people, never stop believing in yourself. You are strong, you are proud, you are survival. No leader can silence a united people. Not right me michokwene right me we Canadian Nueri kon chana shoot ka kor gwa me ber shikoran ngaje no ko kon nguni ngum to ko kon shikon shoot ping nen kon right ko kon gwa de wal mengu Nuer tika kel chana lar no ko Nuer tika ka Ethiopia ta ka South Sudan Nuer tiken ka dor ki sheng mo kwa sheng mo nogrode mi chirode da ken nget ken mat longo no ba ngwan ba galat kel mo pork na kag ba pur kel no wona mai kel en lat ka mo community do lat ka mo ba lat kel you know unity again me jang Nuer ko bet bigate kel la chungan kel la gang ko rodien miterik mi tok dor den la ngoy ken bukan dor mo bukan mal lok mi ci kon benata ma gajan gwase me mi shi ngwan ci ga jega ci ngak ci wo ga woda dien ci jojo gwan wo ne ci Nuer charen da ka ne de kon da ka ka ngane ne de kon da ka kwarken ngai kon ka kor gwa de da ne ci wo tel mishal ke president, tel mishal minister, tel mishal political parties kanware. Tel siyasa militin. Na shinkan lorabang, shinkan kamal. Guru no gwal binaw shinkin, binaw ko la gangano ko. La purna kakak. Tel kwerte terke, tel yo de terke bashit ka tam de continentam a chetaganeting wanti dakarodian ka kuyoni. So mi jini gujije teti angu non komo ci gwar non komo ci dilu a ci bendetin no no wala no la kana nyen kana to goal bare ne chang mala ko na linga no shale mut no ki man tam balat ka mut la ja kap ko gwa dan changa je no ci chanke bej mi chana cha ka benna ki chana cha ga ma ba doro won Nuer ka ma ga ba je gwa dan teten buna bi ka we ba man tuok ba jo ne ne ideal tel ne la palko yen lewa ke yenaka tel jagan Nuer na mo Nuer la jel ken kel buka we re duar dan chire ke tokten batin kontin togon wen ba ko gujin ideal kel barai na ka jen gwase me che jojo gwan wone na ci Nuer rien bada ka ne de ka ngane cha bada ene de kon la kwar ko che bente ke kuma ne che bente ke government che bente ke politic ci Nuer ci kan yunte dana te ka ci kan parwich na me che unity che je destroyed che te ne to one no to go jan o de kan len tu keneka ci diere kan ka do bran dong de kan de kan kamar ke de ka wi de kan lat development en gor ke win mon de ci jandam tegeten lat ken o bram ro de tereka cho ko let ci me dan unity dan ke time dan le ci wo ne chiran che lat che long den bi kul gor bai kul ka dam mo den barai na mi che ben ko chiran che gora a je ga yoku la jin den chiraro de jago bala ram mi mo nok no ro da karwade gwaje dan me chuna nwari ga tega kwar rol Ethiopia rol South Sudan ne ti ngwa chilo den tetalo kana lara mi che kon ko tega kwar teme ban doran ban yokulat kwar te rol Ethiopia kwar te rol South Sudan ne ri ngwan chu kan te celebration to ngwan te loy nat ani no chikon ku gwa chikon gwa kon ware ko shana te ka kwar so kwar kon ti bikan doran bikan kulat ko ke jeno ka kwar te bulo ne rodi ne kon la nuare te lo na da lon ko china te ka kwar mjali ngun we kwar na ne dia la kan celebration kana la na ka ke man wok chere ka mi pai gat pai to dol gorka la ka na ka me ho te lo na da no chungu te de chi chiang mo gwa cheben a chiriang cheben re duarmo are duar mo bete ko kan shang ba nonka ba yo ba ga nonka kuma ba ga non dawit ba mat kel ka kona dana jiga no won ko lo na bete da lungo cha shang to rok cha jangach no mo jen dana tin mi gad mi to ta dul gor ga ne dial la lat kelon la no kelon jen ta mi ke kwar ran mi cha ko la gu no te dial ba ga jek ne dial ba ga benefit jen ta dan tin wetten baranta mi ngwani urin ger kan kware konte kwala liaka no bi kete go bi ken kalat ka don were kan cha jo ken cha gale benyok mrit kan kam chiken gorjen o bi kan were bi kan ka da community were chin were chu go mushushka aru were entama ka jan tam right kon ka jama shangan refugee camp mi jen wire doaran kon were der jeng ne de tot ti yad yat tint dawini riu ne dial ka refugee camp re-roll Ethiopia, refugee camp re-roll South Sudan, refugee camp re-roll Kenya, refugee camp re-roll Uganda. Menunggo dialan ko ken wona ka Sudan. Ango mutu mo chiru na me. Chinete konde kwalanga de nuore no chwal ke kwar. Chode gwaye dan laran chwal ke je kwar blood betet. Adir nyung dial bo de ketup. Right now chicken chi jana dan en let kana. Chi power kwar me dan chetel tam chorlo ni humiliation mi mo chai kam kwar che to bi chu use alo negne kun chengne kun yan ka jano lya ka jini chang no chana ta ka kwar la no gar me gan mo gwa but chi power che jien chana che go corrupt che te ke influence ti ditung wan te yar ka community no ke je right now mi jini gujija ta shu ke no re jame chang no ro ji kam china ro den ling nyi nan shang so chi power cha kwar kon cha corrupt cha nong ni jeno ken bu tre hoteli cha nong ni jen bu te gun te go ku gat ken ka man ken ka gwan ken ten kon dong de te go de galat ko le cheng refugee camp gwan mi chicken deer they don't care nuari shoot kan long no de ka te kamat but jek chika benere doaran kon were la kon were jek kon de lar no ko te tu ngwan long te kon ti jek long ano bardan betray bo ki ko dan look te within us bana tok bana jelat menyam gur kon kut gway ti charen lot ti cha de mun gora na ko ke ti jek ti shigo ka dor dino gor ka ke enware anwari akane aka cha question ka de jek to da kula kanadi a chana ti jek chana kane re duaran der tidi e kon te dagla ni re duaran kon shal nware let's say it to kon ka jiwal to kon ko go gwe ne diala ti kane tin kon yar ko kon anyok kon kana taptin kon yar ka dorana wa ka chalat a kom na ka pin ka kantin kon the main problem ka community dan kon shal kan nware keti akena konten yarka kwar kon ba ko tele kwar mi bi alarle eno kwar men wo shemet ka kwang so mi jini gidi kwar wo ke jegalon dong me kwar mi shemet ka kwang le jegala kwar wa ko de ngaje no twide teten der mu gwa de lat ka dor nore bat ken kwarati ajen kwang tem do die cham kana kwang karwade Ethiopia South Sudan ti siang nore che jek Imagine. Mingi jen kwang jeka. Kana tap de jeka. La rana ma da beti jek bagalat ke je. What do you expect? Ka kwer mimo. Che position che jeka me da ka kwang. Guje dar mu gade lat. Kwang by the way no ngadar. Kwang no sure. We all know this, but we keep on ignoring it. La lokone. La kon no pal kon kunyal. And yet take reject teach go. Teach kon go bana ka point out. Bela re ka jenna na me. Wajiran mi take a chance. Lan ma gwade doru nyam ko ja. Cha kon dial chakala to la kel but loy kon ke different. Lan nur la mi jegla ya le de bala ru acha la da kum ko pin. Right now, kwar kon de kul te chicken jegde jeken ko jekon ba. Man yam. Mung wane chicken ka kwang. Rudian dial chala kwang. Cham wane kwang. Kwar ti cham kana kwang. Menti cham kana kwang. Proof jene. Man bi kul proof ke je. Man nyu den wo kon ci doran ci je ka ci robum long no baro de je bala gwa. Man wo ka social media. Lena your research. Lena your assessment. Ke intellectuality shop ko de te ngin wa ka social media. Ti sha de je chocolate. Kere tot. Mi yene gwi yene. Ta dan shu nya ka je. Re duaran kon were. Togo within. Nana man kwen kan shang 24/7. Ke kwi shoni. Kene kwinyer kam ne kien. Mu kwen na shang sha no dignity. Ta je bada wenemo. Ke nyu de no tele dignity. Dignity e o jinti mi jek shiblar ko bitedi ko bi poch. Nuari meda ne right ken keje awa poch. Poch ko poch ke chikan mi jek kan malala jalalar ko nuer la poje. Chenki bene jal chengdien. A cheng tele kwen by the way. Cheng tele kwen. Ba kwen ba dil gor ba kamen jala mo cheng muto de tina ba kamen. Lum nuero ba jo la jor guardien. Take a store dan but right now keretin. Kon bana te jek bana ka kompin bu kon la ro ka te go. Ci demaran ci la mi jek bi laro na mo magwa be kompe ci goro ba jangat. I've seen people ko social media runtung wan te kon kel link kono to work within our community within social media tin jer latke ko kon welet komo ko kon telekon mat telekon link rodan aw kam den woni amde dobre de kon mat mal de kon nung doran de develop de doran de woni amde gwan ma cha ko cha jala nyam la wine ram mon wala lar mu garun lar mun jak ci ñir sikidit brame pane gujino don ci roda ger kam jek ajen blo jegono jeler mi jegle jalat brame ci mi jek la lung ba jelo potak ganga je ko don gon markede ki friend ke ci mi jek ci jalat bel gang na poinde ko gwe je no mele de mo ko dorande ro ni amden wenemo kwer milen mi jek bi aje gang ano le de mo go daro ni amde chor mi cha ke ko bi laro no telerek mi chala de tele problem ba go hadi wa chor mi ben wa pala je we ko le la damage mi tedi chala do go dana cha dor ci kwaltan bana tok bana jelar ko ngay kon no ti dial kon let kon ke jenga ka kon yal jen ko ala ro tane dial kon tin let kon ke cha ngay kon yal ka so mi je dong bi je no nyi cha ngay please ngay den wo kon yal jata chu gwi je no jin bi mi jeg bi lat you get away with it tel dorm la chaga bi ne dial bi kana dor la te ne to tin to be pel gor je no deri ngaje namo ko ano bandoran bana jelo ba chenga jek kwar kon ka terem lar kon ne me ko kon da me jelong yere doran chana to chana jelar ne tin nyon ko kon were chika dorin ko ken ne tin na ko kon chika jor ne tin na ko kon kan were kon ka kwar kon gan man kon tin de kon kel ka kene de kon na ko kon mi damor munero ki golen mele da mishro da lot naga nuare ke be guji no mele da mugwa jin pondu ti ka joy mishet ka ja mila lugno muton mi chalat ke kwira mo be kay nyal ka charik de chaje lat gwa o dira la no baje lok mi cham jek ci jalat de no bi ram mo ka mi je chalat bi gang bi protect ajen mi gwi konta ma ba ka kware mi chiran chai kwen la kwala gwi jeno wa mo woje ka kware le chi woje ne kwanto da but kware no gwal long na community ke liu chaje kujikan Nuer role Ethiopia shush kano Nuer role South Sudan shush kano anywhere shush kon ngana Nuer batel let je kan ka chika let chika na je ka South Sudan yigan let je boka Ethiopia eriek bana gulo we gwandien ajini wi go bukta brand ko antin no jin gatching ajin nga bi dorodien ka jano kwar mutego mukta malelo tini je de no dare je mo kemet medir dundere je kaje bad walo gor je jin baji changa jek na mo che chon ko kon wer gor kon baran je bu ko ne na gwa ayu akachi shanda na gwa akashi ger right now de consularo de ne kon la kwar kon tin tere wini kon di ala kon right content can use can dual mishala dual oran bi chenga jek ko chira dien che bi jegrun che bi let keja a chol kane mi jeg mi lu gram teme na mo che gwa wane ne be gwi jeno jin mi jek chilel bel che mi jek chelat but in fact go ni jeno china chicken be lew let's say kwar cha ja kwan galor ban kwan gaji ko jin bine ko bugala dika dumla bine ran ke power en teme alo bi bena la ala jinta ka power lo dundo chira ma la tika dolu by the way miti dul teram de bi jogudi you know chiga card mi chi purchai de jono community mo jaga kwan ko dundo but when it come to position mo kam ga jiji ko binwar bi kala rekaten cha kam lor ka ba no kam ga jiji ko jinti ka jog ne to core but problem jene men chuch kon ka jelong ke menen kon diale ta la kwan garano radin e she kwan community jene jer kon ta la radin la wian nun komo bablas ke position jeno kaniye ken community ken ka newton kan kon kwan ajen la yana ne la kwar la tik ti jig la lede la na joga no ne ken yana kon kwan tara mi che kwan ke ye kwan ke ka tet be mo ko bom dit be mo ke yang mi dit and again mi shogu jije tilere kan dial jiaka kan dial imagine njay kwan la kwar binwer bu ga lowe kal pin jana go ken jibu ga lo kal pin the people that we should blame ko kon were ko ci kon mi jek ci kon ler gwande rami ci mi jeg lat alar keje mi ci mi jeg lat alar keje so man chuy kon jane mi chuy kon ja ko kwar kon jan chuy kon ga je changa ne rob ji kem changa ne wer kontino chuy kon ko nwere kon cha dop cha jabay anyok adoy kon yal kon ko ci kon chiana man tok ci kon pel gur koni go gwen right na mtemi to wala wana ko guk wa kan nak de ko kulet Kennedy a chokon dwech ko dweja kon ka je kon let kon ke go gway gor ken mu we ke chi mu we ka community ni ka tok de man tok de la no ken long mut korte gatin ko bi kul benefit ken problem kana create den bana kul busy nye na ku kala mit to kana special che ka kwar mi yenu ka kwar ken dia rudi ndial ke gog je ken ke gog wana kati dial kon lat kurin social media mi jeni go ye kweden dire ko na ga jemu siang je ga dana trade dan ana siram kel chelo je kon lak den mi jeg dial kon in tok trade waran bigatel chadan ger kel mi chiro de ger kejin mi chiro de gero ke mi chiro de gero am mutin kel mi chiro de gero question me we ko kon dial en ran individual en wo gwen ta shush kan wer kontine kwar kon cha kon luk ram la kwar mi trade community ka jeno run be mi jeg no jalolat gor jen wonde je tijino mi dum mi je gar cha kon betray ko kor gwam ber and we need to wake up right now ajen jodana gor de nyaa yekel yatemal